forth, and the wording in which it stands is the way it needs to stay. And as we keep picking away at our Constitution, then we don't have a Constitution to go by. We have an out-will, do as you want society. We have a lawless society, is what we will have as we keep picking away. Now, to bring up your question of bringing that into what we're trying to do here, the red flag law is something that is a bad law that is being presented to the legislature right now, because we already have those procedures in place that are orders of protection. What it will do, if that red flag law does pass, it takes law enforcement away from it. When you said civil, so the analogy to that is, Ms. Barber, is that you could be living in Grenada, Mississippi, and you overhear a conversation and call Manchester, Tennessee, and you report that you heard that Commissioner Taylor was angry at Commissioner Ray, and that Commissioner Taylor, I know, has a gun, and I think for Commissioner Ray's safety, law enforcement needs to go out there and take his weapons. That's what that red flag law does. It basically takes us out of it, and if that red flag law passes, in my opinion, and I'm not a lawyer, in my opinion, it violates his Fourth and Second Amendment rights. It removes law enforcement. It's just more convoluted to what we already have. And in my opinion, it's just an add-on of law that is not needed, because we already have it. We already have it with mental health. We already have it for domestic violence. Mr. Hirschman's here, he's a prosecutor in the DA's office, and he can attest if what I'm telling you is wrong. Now, there's a matter of opinion amongst a lot of people. They may make it a political opinion, but they may make it a political opinion. I'm not trying to make it a political opinion. I'm just trying to make it. We already have it, and there's a movement to infringe what is already written. We're trying to reinvent the wheel. There's no sense in it.
Isn't that what we're doing with this resolution?
What this resolution, folks, is across this state, these resolutions have no law. If those resolutions are passed tonight to move on to the full commission, it gives me no right of enforcement other than what is already in the Tennessee Code annotated. What it is you as a body of people, tax-paying, voting citizens of this county, is sending a message to the state capitol that says, leave us alone.
That's right.
That's it.
I understand that, and I do appreciate that. So my question is now, as a preacher, I might want to bring up a resolution to protect my freedom of religion. I might want to do one the next month for freedom of speech, because I'm
Called the First Amendment.
It is the First Amendment, but it's just like the Second Amendment. They were passed at the same time, 1790. They were written in 1789. They had to be passed unanimously by all 13 colonies.
It was vetted in 1789.
Yes, sir. I'm a history teacher. I
vetted.
got that. But we're the same thing. What I'm asking is this: are we gonna see other resolutions come up guaranteeing other rights? And that's fine if we do, but I'm just saying, one right is, to me, is just as important as
We're
that.
just saying, we don't want the county enforcing laws that are against the Constitution.
But it's kind of impossible for us to do that, because it is a violation of your civil rights. And of your
Virginia's getting
Constitution.
away with it, though.
Virginia is not getting away with it, because they've not actually took any weapons yet.
They're real close.
I understand that. I'm not disagreeing with that. What I'm saying is, Virginia, in time, it may take time, but the Supreme Court's gonna come back and go, Virginia, you cannot overstate your own power when it comes to federal law. I don't have a problem with this. If you wanna vote this in, and let's let the full commission do that, then let's do that, and let's all of us have a discussion about it, and move for the whole commission, because that's sort of where I'm at. I don't feel like the five of us, I don't feel like the five of us on some issues ought to be the stopping point. I think it needs to go before the full commission, and then we either vote it up as a group, or we vote it down as a group, or we table or postpone, or whatever one of the many options is. That's
Amen.
sort of where I'm at personally. But I also will be the first to tell you, just as I am a proud gun owner, I am also a proud, of my freedom of religion, and of my freedom of speech, the freedom of the press, the freedom of petition, freedom of assembly, and my right to remain silent, the right not to be, suffer from double indemnity. I appreciate all of those first 10 amendment rights that we know as the Bill of Rights, and they're equally important.
Okay, so as you notice, he is on the committee, so I do let him speak a little longer, so.
I would just like to amend this by removing the word sanctuary. Can you get a second?
I'll second. Any other discussion from the table?
I do have a question. How does that change it?
I think Mr. Husky answered that
Oh, he got
question.
his hand up again.
How does removing that word
This is
alter
not
that?
a
I
sanctuary.
kinda like it, and it says the same thing. I'm
Yeah.
going to ask Chad, doesn't you think that sends the same message?
I think it's better.
It's the same message, folks, it's a resolution, it's no different than a resolution of sympathy you go up here nearly every meeting. All it is representing, you as representatives of this county, represent these people sitting here that put you and me and all of us other elected officials sitting in office. We work for them, they're here tonight to say.
Okay, so we have a motion to amend the resolution to remove the word sanctuary. And so do I have a second? All in favor? So this will be passed on to, okay, so we have 1 no and 4 yeses. So, the resolution will be changed to remove sanctuary, and then it'll be passed to the full CLB, for them to vote on. Yes, sir.
Yeah. I've checked with some of the other counties, I know some of, Warren County just passed that, I think 18-4, Grundy County just passed that 9-0, and some of the other counties passed on, and then.
All right. Most of our counties have, surrounding counties have passed it, except 2. And it's basically the same thing. I've mirrored everything that's been going around with everybody else. It's no different. It's just a different set of eyes looking at it. So,
Okay, so that's passed. We're gonna move on to, item 4, resolution of the refugee relocation in Coffee County. That was resolution 2020-05. Should be in the packet that I passed out to you. Do I have a motion to approve and pass this on to the CLB? Do I have a second? It's the same one. It's not changing. It does not have sponsor sign, which I requested, but the mayor guarantees me that it has a sign. Correct.
I see what you're being asked about seconding my motion.
I don't know if y'all can.
It's on rule committee. Is there a commissioner here on rule committee that would sign this?
Did you sign that? Do you remember who the other signature was?
One of our rule commissioners in the office.
All right.
They take it to 2 signatures.
I just got that on there. I'm sorry. That was my copy.
Thank you, too, for serving.